This podcast is brought to you by Most Valuable Podcasts, leading the league in podcasting entertainment.
What's up? Real MVPs. Ricky Widmer here, along with my battery mate. What up, Tim Shaw?
How's it going, buddy? How are you?
Oh, not doing too bad. I heard that you saw a while ago we did a podcast, right? And we gave the unfortunate news that you were in the hospital. Well,
sure, yes.
My body this past week was like, anything Tim can do, we can do better. 1 season, 2 hospital visits, averaging 1 for the both of us.
Now this is a constant thread line going through our friendship where you're constantly overdoing and outperforming me in most ways.
Hey,
now
anything you can do, I can do better, bud.
For 8 hours, apparently you were in the hospital for 9 hours.
Let's see, went in around 4. Now, do we count only emergency room time, or do we count the doctor's visit I had beforehand?
Let it roll.
So if we're counting doctor's visit beforehand, that started at 3, went to the ER at 4, got out around midnight. So if we're going 3 to midnight, That's a long time. That's like what, 12?
I often go
3?
6 to midnight, but that's a different story altogether. Were you able to watch a Cubs game while you were in the hospital?
No, I watched. So here's the thing: I watched Thursday Night Football, but the TV was broke, so the upper half of the screen was just black. Basically, from corner to corner, diagonally, was just black. So I saw I saw the bottom left.
On Thursday, anyway, so
they did not. I watched Thursday Night Football though. Cowboys plus 8 crushed it for me.
When they had me stuck in there with my IV in my arm, I was able to watch the game against the Blue Jays,
where I called the Bush home run.
Exactly, where I was sitting there texting you on Discord with an IV in my arm, going, "Yeah, you got it."
Now you had an IV that was pumping good stuff into you, right?
Oh, I felt better than I have in years. I felt like I was 22 years old.
Yeah, that was the problem with me. The IV I had was we took blood. We might have to take more than an hour, so I'm just going to leave an IV in. So I wasn't even getting anything. It was just an IV there with a tube taped to my arm. So I didn't even get the good stuff. See, point for Tim. He got the good stuff. Point for
me.
But Tim, we're here talking about the Cubs today. Before we get into everything, quick housekeeping as always. Make sure to join the Discord. Link is down below. Greatest community in the universe. If you want to support us, Patreon, that is also down below. Thank you to our wonderful patrons.
We were hanging out with the Discord earlier today, watching some early week 1 football today. Very fun. A lot of knowledgeable guys from a lot of different team bases. It's very fun. Please get in there. Even as the baseball season is wrapping up, get in there for the NFL because a lot of opinionated guys, and it's super fun when we all yell at each other.
Oh, man. You wouldn't say
that for sure.
There's nobody in the Discord that's super opinied, I would say. Right?
Oh, no. I wouldn't say that at all.
Never do we have people that are super opinionated. But also, hit that like button, that subscribe button, all that good stuff, and let us know what you think about what we're talking about today down below in the comment section. Tim, the title of this podcast says one thing, but we're going to start with another thing. The meat and potatoes, we will be talking about Adley Rutschman. Do not fret, do not click off. But before that, we got to kind of talk about something else. Little small appetizer before we get to the main entrees. Since the beginning of September, Tim, the Cubs have made some moves. We have made some roster additions, some would say, and some subtractions. To make additions, you have to make subtractions. But here's what the Cubs have done since the beginning of September. Owen Casey, optioned down to the Iowa Cubs, optioned down to AAA. They call up Kevin Alcantara. So Alcantara up, Cassie down. We also designated Ben Cowles, third baseman, for assignment. He then got claimed by the White Sox, so Ben Cowles is a White Sox. We pick up Carlos Santana in free agency. We sign Joe Ross to a minor league contract. Michael Soroka changes his number to 99. And then Aaron Savale gets activated by the Cubs. Right-hand pitcher will be in the pen. Also, Tom Cosgrove sent down to AAA Iowa. Tim, I'm going to ask you this. We made the big things here. Kevin Alcantara now in the Major League squad. Carlos Santana now a Cub. Aaron Savale now a Cub. Which one of these?
And the biggest news of all, Mike Soroka has changed his number to 99.
Hey, it says it right here. I'm looking at it. Michael Soroka changed number to 99.
Don't change your dial. We're not messing with you. He has changed his number to get this. 99. Yeah. But please, go ahead. Big deal.
Which signing are you, or which move are you most excited about? Of the three, the big three, I would say.
Initially, I thought I was really hoping Carlos Santana could like maybe add some like late season pop. Like it was fun to see him in a Cubs uniform with his jersey pants over his knees like he's a surfer, and the potential that he could pop one out in Wrigley Field like he did when he was a Indian. I'm sorry, it was the Indians when we played them in the World Series.
Yep, it was. You are being correct.
But I gotta be honest. I think for straight curiosity value, I'm gonna say Alcantara. Kevin Alcantara coming up. Replacing Owen Cassey is a very courageous move, I would say, from Craig. To be as nice as I can.
We're on a first name basis with Craig Counsell, calling him Craig.
Craig? Oh yeah, that's Uncle Craig. That's dude.
It's Uncle Craig.
I think I think at the very best I can describe it would be a courageous move. At the worst I can say why, but bring them both up and have them play at the same time. Anyways. I'm very excited to see what he's done. I don't think he has had a ton of at-bats for us, but seeing the guy's stature, he's a tall guy. What he's done in the minors is hit really well, and he's quick in the outfield. So I think of those three guys, Aaron Savale does not move the needle for me much, if at all. I would say Kevin Alcantara is my favorite move of the past couple weeks.
So here's the thing. First off, you said Kevin Alcantara does not have that many at bats with us. He does not. He has 3. He's only since being called up. He's only played 1 game. That was the day after he got called up against the Braves. We won 4-3. He had 1 hit, 3 at bats. However, bad news. 1 for 3 looks good. Those 2 that were not hits were strikeouts. That's the negative part. That both of those.
He's definitely not getting the same type of at-bat attention that Cassie had.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
The other thing that I'm looking at is you said like Alcantara was like the one you're most excited about. If I were to answer most excited for me, it was Santana. But the same thing with you. It's like, I don't know. Right now, he's like, he played today. We lost to the Nationals. I'll get into that in a second. Don't fret there. But when we first signed him, my first thought was, okay, how's he going to fit in? And
me too.
Also, I'm like, what does this mean for Jay Turner? I thought Jay Turner was going to get DFA'd or released.
Me too.
But it seems like he's a guy that maybe we use a spot starts to maybe give Bush now until the playoffs, give Bush a day off. Make sure that he's good, ready for the playoffs. Because let's be honest, you and I talked a while ago about what Cubs needed to step up. The Cub that's been stepping up when we've been at our worst is Michael Bush. Like, he's the only one that gets the gold star right now. And like the thing that kind of,
I got to ask you this then.
Hit me.
So does this to you, this shows confidence in Michael Busch or lack of confidence? Being like, maybe we need him super healthy and confidence. We need him super healthy and good and ready for the playoffs, or lack of constant confidence. If we play him too much, he might get exposed, might get hurt. Is this a good thing for... Okay, no, let me rephrase.
I'll say confidence.
How does Michael Busch take this signing?
If I'm Michael Busch, I should take it in confidence.
If you're Michael Busch.
Because my spot, like, I would not fear my spot being taken in the lineup. Because I have proven myself, especially when this team has been dog shit. Now, I'm going to not even sugarcoat it compared to what we should be. This team is dog shit right now. And I don't hate our Cubs, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell like it is. Maybe be a little bit more harsh because I expect better things out of this team. I would not take it as a slight at the least, because we need people ready. Like, I was talking to you before we recorded, right? The Cubs are in a fucking weird situation where I look at this team. Let me find the tab that has the standings on it. So I look at this team. We're 81-62 after the loss today to the Nationals. We are, what, 7.5 games out of the division? We're most likely, we're recording this September 7th. I'm going to say it now. I'm not going to say it proud, but I am going to say it. The Cubs are not winning that. I'm giving up on the division. I'm waving the white flag. Cubs are not winning the division this year. But we're in the weird spot of we're probably not going, like, I would say it's a 95 at lowest % chance the Cubs make the playoffs. We're not falling out of the playoffs. The Padres have slowed down. The Mets, they're up, they're down, they're hot, they're cold. They're Katy Perry right now. They're either really good or really not. And the Reds, they're not our problem. They're chasing the Mets, not us. Though I should say the Reds and the Giants. They're not chasing us. They're chasing the Mets. So, like, we have a 5-game lead over the Mets as we are the top wild card spot. We're kind of in a weird position where it's like, I'm just waiting for the playoffs to start. This team's not going to fall out of the playoffs. We're not going to be in a divisional run. There's really nothing for us. Just don't fuck up is what I'm thinking. Don't fuck up more than we are.
Are you kind of feeling like the next 2-3 weeks are like, what's the point?
A little bit.
Yeah.
And unless we give ourselves a point by falling so far back that it's like, oh shit, now we got to fucking try to stay in the playoffs.
So let's refresh. The next 2-3 weeks are not a point unless we fuck up.
Yeah.
There is no way we fuck up, like, and do better than we like are projected at this point.
I mean, if we want to turn into May, April Cubs, even June Cubs, then yeah.
You got to also beg for the Brewers to fucking take a dive, Yeah,
well, dude,
that's fair to say. I don't think a lot of people disagree with you.
We talked about it like maybe 2 weeks ago, Tim. Like, from the last thing we talked about, there were games that we just, like that Giants series, we got swept. We actually got swept. We lost a series. Then against the Rockies, yeah, we won the series, but it wasn't a clean series by any means. And that third game was just we won we won the series though, so I can't complain. We win the series against the Braves. We lose another series, and then losing a series against the Nationals is diabolical. Diabolical in the Lord's year of 2025 in the month of September. Two teams we should probably sweep, and I know it's hard to sweep teams, but we play the Braves again, this time in Atlanta. Hopefully we can go at least 2-1 again. The Rays, who have been struggling, the Pirates, who have struggled, the Reds, who will know better if they're in and out fighting for a playoff spot, then the Mets and the Cardinals, which is probably our hardest, our toughest opponents on paper. We have to show up from now until the 22nd. If we just show up, do our job, we will not screw this season up, and we will make it to the playoffs.
I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I would definitely argue that they are doing that. They're definitely showing up and winning most series like they've done all year, like we've talked about. Sometimes it's not pretty when they lose that third or second game in the series, or get swept by the Giants, like you were just talking about. And
yeah,
shit, I mean, the amount of times that Boyd or Morton has had an incredible game going into the seventh, going to the eighth, and we
talk about one of these. By the way,
we bring in the bullpen, and it's like you're describing right there. It's a skier slope. It goes straight down to the bottom.
Well, I was gonna say right now, Ricky from the future, just play a clip of a Wile E. Coyote just falling, because that's Matthew Boyd right now, or Goofy.
And didn't I say that last time? Is that Matthew Boyd was one of the guys that needs to actually lock in and keep going?
But he's getting worse, which is concerning, especially in the playoffs. We're gonna need solid.
When I brought him up last time, the point was that he needs to keep riding this rainbow that he is riding, because I don't know if we've ever come to this agreement, but like, he's playing out of his shoes this year. He's playing better than he should be.
Yeah, overall.
Yeah. He's overperforming, and when he does come back down to earth and people give him shit about it, it makes me kind of irritated, because I go like, well, no, you guys have not been appreciating what he's been doing all year, which has been out kicking his own coverage. He's been stellar. But you can't have a bullpen that keeps giving it up in the 8th and 9th inning. You can't have Ryan Brazier giving up 2 runs to the against Milwaukee. You can't have Drew Pomeranz giving up that many against Atlanta.
Well, and that's the thing that I was going to
say. Ben Brown coming in certain situations that are a 1-run game.
First man out of the pen, Tim.
First man out of the fucking bullpen, and it drives me fucking crazy. Because I was, and this, just to take it back just a little bit, at the beginning of this year, I did not trust this bullpen at all. I thought Craig Counsell was crazy for picking the guys he picked. And then, tell me I'm wrong, Rick, through July 15th, they were one of the best bullpens in baseball.
They were out-kicking their coverage also.
And I said Craig Counsell knew what he was doing. I'm back on Counsell's side. He knows who he picked, and it's working out. I'm going to give him the points for this one. But now he's putting, you know what it is? He's doing what this is what makes me want to kick myself in the dick. He's doing what I told him to do, and it's not working.
Yeah.
He's putting Assad and Ben Brown in the bullpen. They're coming out in crucial situations that's not working. No wonder I'm not a manager of a baseball team.
Well, the one thing I do want to say, a little bit back to Boyd to help like solidify your point that you were making. So if you look at games he's pitched since the beginning of August, how many games do you think? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. How many of those 7 of the Cubs won, do you think?
4 or 5. One of them.
One, and that was against the Brewers. Here's the thing, though. I'm going to say this.
How many has he lost?
Well, that's the thing I'm getting to. Baltimore, we lose 4-3. He pitches 7 scoreless innings.
Yep.
Cardinals, we lose 5-0. Yes, he gave up 3 runs in 5, but where's the fucking offense? You can't, when you score 0 runs, you can't win a ball game, even if you only give up 1 run. Then Toronto, he gives up 2 runs in 7 innings. We lose 2-1. Where the fuck is the offense? He did give up 4 to the Brewers. The offense shows up. We win 6-4. But then the 2 games after were actually his fault. The Giants gives up 5 in 5 innings. We lose 5-2. 6 innings against the Rockies, he gives up 4 runs, and we lose 6-5. But then the Nationals, just yesterday on Saturday, 7 innings, 2 runs, we lose 2-1. Where the fuck are the bats? If I had my bat in my room, I'd hold it up right now, because they just vanish. It's either like the way the Cubs lose, it's either one of 2 reasons. The bats decide not to show up, or the bullpen goes, nah, it's our turn this time. And that's why, leading me into the last thing I wanted to say before we get into the meat and potatoes of this, is Aaron Savale. When I saw we got that name, it wasn't like a catastrophic, like, oh no, why did we? But I'm like, really?
It was a meh.
Really? We got fucking him? Yeah. Like, and I know the whole, Ricky, maybe a change of scenery. Maybe this will work for him. Dude's a 5 ERA, 1.34 whip. The dude, I know he can strike out some guys, and that's good, but he's overall just suck. To
be fair, he had, in his first inning, he went 1-2-3 with 11 pitches.
Mm-hmm.
And we did turn Drew Pomerantz around.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm totally with you. But you were saying, change the scenery, blah, 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 everything like that. I just wanted to make that known.
I mean, am I hoping for the best, Tim? Obviously.
Of course you are.
Obviously, I'm hoping for the absolute best. But it's just
no, I didn't say that to think like you weren't.
Yeah, I didn't say you were. I'm just clarifying for people out there that don't know me.
You don't know. Of course. We all love.
I hope the best for the Cubs, but yet again,
you're realistic.
Play the record machine. Ricky said it before. I'm just not confident in this team right now. And that's what
we're literally saying the same thing about the Bears today.
We could have literally got Jesus Christ to be on this team, and I'd be like, I got to see how he plays, Tim. I got to see how the bat is in September.
Yeah, but he's only hitting 247.
Ricky's hitting 350. I got to wait and see, Tim. The bats are cold right now. I got to wait and see. But
man, can we get Jesus on this team?
But moving on into the real meat and potatoes of what we're going to talk about today is there's some weird trade rumors here in September.
Who would have thought?
So not really Cub trade rumors, but the Cubs could be interested. The main source of this is, the Baltimore Orioles, right? They went ahead and on August 23rd, they went ahead and signed their very young catching prospect, Samuel Basallo, to an 8-year contract extension. Believe the exact number was 8 years, $67 million extension for the 21-year-old.
Now, if I'm on the Orioles and I'm a catcher, I'm starting to feel like, hey, I don't think I'm wanted.
Which brings me to the point. Many are now saying that Adley Rutschman could be on the move for the Orioles this year. Tim, I'm going to ask you this.
Are you suggesting that the Cubs are throwing a fishing line out to Baltimore?
Maybe
trying to get a catcher in?
Now, I'm going to ask you this. Two questions. First question.
Hit me.
Yes or no? Do you think the Cubs should target Adley Rutschman via a trade?
Yes.
Okay. Question number 2. Why? Because Carson Kelly will still be under contract next year. Why? Sell me on why we should trade for Adley Rutschman when Carson Kelly's been fucking killing it for us as our catcher.
This would be a really hard statement to make because of what he's done the past 2 games, Carson Kelly. But has he been crushing it for us this year?
I feel like
crushing it.
I feel like
Rick?
he's a net positive overall.
Do you wanna round me off with some stats here?
I would love to, Tim.
I'm gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess. This way. He's been my starting catcher in fantasy all year. Haven't moved him once.
Yeah, that's your bias that's bleeding through.
Honestly, it was I needed a fucking catcher, and he was killing it at the beginning of the year, and I picked him up and never changed. Picked him up, never changed. So this year he's batting .253 with a WAR. I was gonna
guess 247
with a WAR of 3.2, 79 hits,
I'm gonna guess
14
he's got
home
12,
runs,
14 homers. I'm gonna guess 53 RBIs,
47, 44
okay,
runs,
close.
One stolen base too. His career WAR is 7.2, but 3.2 this year.
253, 14, 47 RBIs. That scream keeper to you?
I mean,
does that seem or is it more a competent catcher?
So here's my take on it, right?
I think he is perfectly average.
Am I bashing Adley Rutschman? No. This year, some could say a down year for Adley. Batting, let's see, where's that beautiful? Batting .227, only 29 RBIs, 70 hits, 9 home runs, a WAR of 1.8, when his career WAR is 14.9. Just WAR alone, he's had a drop from, he was a 3.4 WAR last year to a 1.8. So it has been a down season for Adley. I just look at it. I look at it this way, Tim. And this is my thing on Adley and a Cubs and a trade. Do I want to give up prospects for a position I don't think is that big of a need? When we're gonna most likely 100% lose Kyle Tucker, because coming out today, Bob Nightingale wrote this in a USA Today piece he did. Despite Cubs outfielder Kyle Tucker's struggles since the All-Star break, hitting .242 with only 5 home runs, 17 RBIs, rival executives still believe he'll be the highest paid player in free agency. Their prediction where he'll land? The Dodgers, who badly could use outfield help. I don't think that Kyle Tucker is returning. I think that the Cubs, if we didn't want to give up young prospects for any of the pieces out there during this trade deadline, I don't see us making a trade for a catcher when we have Carson Kelly, who's proved himself this year to be serviceable plus, I'll say.
You've got the age problem, Carson Kelly.
Yes. Well, he's only one. To be honest, only one more year with Carson. I don't think he, even though there's a mutual option for 27, I don't think he goes past 26.
I don't think Reese McGuire is a future player for the team. He has fun with us. He has some fun with himself in a car, but we won't talk about that.
Jesus.
Ballesteros is the only guy that would be maybe down the line depth-wise, and I think that means you need to add another piece. I think, honestly, if you look at the depth chart and you weigh out every position, I think catcher is the weakest, even though we do have a lot of guys that are kind of the same caliber of talent right now. You can't count on it being that way forever. Hopefully Bally Tola Fitness, our boy,
hitting us.
Thank you. Point for you. Comes in and tears it up like we want him to. But I think for a little insurance, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to bring in Adley. If we're talking bringing in free agents, you want to talk about Tucker leaving. I totally agree with you. I think me and you've talked about this. I don't think Tucker's coming back.
Yep.
I really don't. I can't see a situation unless we pay him the most amount of money. Will he be back in the Cubs uniform, which really blows. But I've also been on record saying I don't think it's going to be the worst blow to this team losing him.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't been the greatest. He hasn't hit out of his shoes like he was in Houston. His power numbers are down. His RBIs are down. And quite frankly, we have a lot of minor league outfielders that are ready to come up. So I think that's a less likely position to replace somebody at. Maybe a 1-year, 2-year guy, a Robert Hassel, or who's that fucking guy from?
What team?
Never mind, I can't think of him.
What team? Let me help you out here.
The Cardinals.
Catcher?
No, an outfielder. Doesn't matter.
Pozo? I fucking hate Pozo, by the way. No reason.
I might have made them. It doesn't matter. I'm running out my wheels here.
So here's the thing I want to interject with, right? So Adley Rutschman, the good thing you mentioned is his age. He's 27.
Mm-hmm.
He's 27. Arbitration, all that good stuff. Won't be an unrestricted free agent until 2028. We'd eventually have to pay him, which are the Ricketts ever going to let us pay anybody? But that's besides the point.
No, they're not worried about money. I don't think they're worried about money.
So yet again, conspiracy theory, Ricky here. I feel like this is how I feel the trade deadline went and why we didn't give up anything for anybody. I think it's the Ricketts gave Jed a number. This is the max amount of money you're allowed to go for Kyle Tucker. Jed opened up that note, looked at the amount, said, yeah, there's no way he's signing for this because people are going to offer more than this. And he's like, I'm not giving up young prospects if Kyle's walking. Mm-hmm. So that's why I make the joke of, well, the Ricketts let us pay for anybody, because I think it comes from them. Like, Jed's kind of handcuffed of like, he can't just give away the owner's money.
Okay, I got you.
There are so free agency aside, I feel like catcher isn't, and maybe I'm too short-sighted here, focusing so much on what Carson has done for us this year.
Yeah.
But to me, 3 of these guys are going to be older guys. So like, I get it. Like, I would feel better giving up prospects for like Byron Buxton, Adolis Garcia.
Oh,
maybe even
Akil Baddoo.
Yeah, even Brandon Lowe. I know he plays second base, but we can kind of work with that. Like, we can shuffle some things around. Or the big one, if you're like, okay, Adolis Ricky he's going to be what, 33 in 6 months? I mean, what, Byron Buxton in about, 9, 10, 11, 20, in about 4 months will be 32. So you're like, Ricky, that's old. And like Byron's contract, we basically got him then for 1, 2, 3 until he's 35. We got him until 2029 then when he's 35. Adolis, he's a little bit shorter, 2027. But you know who I would really want to target in free agency more than Adley Rutschman if I was the Cubs?
And this would be to replace Kyle Tucker.
It would ultimately, he's an outfielder. Steven Kwan.
Tell me.
Same age as Adley Rutschman. He's an outfielder. He's fucking good.
He's a fucking hell of an outfielder.
Like you and I both know, JD, who also part of MVP, JD, his Blue Jays didn't pull the trigger to get anything done with Kwan. We should then
sure
do it.
Didn't.
I feel like that would be a better move for us than just Adley Rutschman. But yet again, I will say, people in the comments could be telling me this already, I could be too short-sighted. I could be looking at this of like, well, we have Carson Kelly. Instead of like, yeah, we have Carson Kelly for 1 more year, but what about after that?
Yeah, I mean, I guess sound off in the comments. Is Carson Kelly a keeper or not?
Mm-hmm.
We should do a Twitter poll on that one. Is Carson Kelly a keeper,
We could do
or
that.
is he going to be replaced next year?
I'll also I'll
That's
also say
it's tough.
I'll also say this. I'm gonna list off the top 5, and this is based off market value. So like you got to do it somehow because like it's not a video game. There's no overalls. Based on market
Yeah.
value, here are the top 5 catchers that could be available in free agency. The first 2 probably won't, but you have William Contreras with the Brewers, Salvador Perez with the Royals. They both have club options though. So their teams could say, no, you're ours.
Yeah, they're not going for it.
Danny Jansen from the Brewers.
I like Jansen.
He is a mutual though. So if either him or
Not
the
the Brewers.
Brewers, he's with the Brewers. He used to be with the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. He's with the Brewers now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, he's with the Brewers. But he's got a mutual option, so he might not be there. The unrestricteds, JT Realmuto from the Phillies.
Too old.
James McCann from Arizona. He's also up
Too
there.
old.
Gary Sanchez from Baltimore.
Too old.
So Mitch Garver from Seattle and Elias Diaz, they have mutuals though, so they have options. They might not be there. And then after that, you have like you're dropping down to then Victor Carantini.
Oh, bring him back.
Whereas like outfield, I'm just gonna do all outfielders.
I can see them. I can see them picking Bally over a lot of those guys, though.
We do have Bally too, which outfielders though. So Tucker's number 1 market value. He's probably going to get paid the most. Behind him has a player option, but Cody Bellinger.
Of course.
Then you have Kyle Schwarber on a UFA. Then you have Luis Robert and Jarren Duran on club options, possibility of a club option.
I don't think Duran's going to be available.
Josh Naylor UFA. You have Lourdes Gurriel Jr. on a player option.
Yeah.
Possibility of him not returning. Then what? Trent Grisham of the Yankees, Ryan O'Hearn of the Padres, Mike Yastrzemski, Royals, and then what? Harrison Bader, but he's got an option. Ramon Laureano, he's got an option. Starling Marte, UFA. Tyler O'Neill has an opt-out. And then after that, it's like Max Kepler, Cedric Mullins, Tommy Pham. The list kind of drops off there.
I'll tell you what, I would be very interested in pursuing Trent Grisham.
Okay. It's kind of been hot and cold.
I think he's had
Yankees.
a hell of a year.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that whole Yankees team, though, has been hot and cold. So, like, can you really blame him?
I mean, if you'll indulge me, if you have it available, I would say pull up his stats this year.
I will indulge, Tim. That's what I'm here for, to indulge.
He's been way more impressive than most people think. Shit, I sent something to you don't.
So this year, Trent Grisham 245, 106 hits, 30 home runs, 64 RBIs, 75 runs. He has a WAR of 3.3. Career WAR of 14.3. This is his best season WAR-wise since 2021, where he was a 3.1 WAR with the Padres. Same thing, though. Had over 100 hits. Had what? He's got double the home runs he had that year. Double the home runs he had that year. He's got 2 more RBIs than he had that year. Strikeouts are about the same, which isn't great. 112 this year.
This is what I was looking for.
Okay.
You have Trent Grisham's stats pulled up?
Yep.
All right, I got Bryce Harper's stats pulled up right now.
Okay.
Plate appearances. What do you got?
So Grisham has 504.
You know what? This might be out of touch. Actually, I should not have brought this up. Fuck.
Why? Is he got way more? Way less?
No. This is probably like weeks ago.
Wait, you're talking about Bryce?
Give me 2 seconds, audience. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, audience.
You trying to do the player comparison, Tim?
Uh-huh.
All right, I gotcha.
435 at bats for Bryce Harper. 115 hits.
That doesn't seem that off.
It was like 405. I was like 30 at bats off. 24 homers.
Okay.
Less than Grisham. 264. I think that's even-ish. What's the batting average for Grisham?
Grisham is 245.
Okay. 64 runs for Harper.
75 runs for Trent Grisham.
67 RBIs for Harper.
64 RBIs for Trent Grisham.
Yeah. OBP 355.
351
for Harper. Yeah. So he's basically hitting the same thing as Harper right now.
He's in the ballpark.
People are overlooking him.
That's actually sad. That's actually a good fucking poll. Because let's see, his market value. Where's that fucking tab I had? Yeah, Trent Grisham's market value. What about from Spot Rack? He's a left-handed arm. About 12 mil is his market value.
I'd sign him for that.
Dude, could you imagine?
I'd sign him for that. I'd put him in right field tomorrow.
So if we signed Grisham, does that make it more likely that you would then trade for Adley?
I don't think it affects it, to be honest with you. I think they're two separate things. Okay. I think I'm still. So to answer your question, I'm still pursuing Adley.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are also other free agents.
But I do have him as the DH, and I put Suzuki in right.
I am gonna pinpoint some other free agents here, right? Just very quickly. Top end guys like Kyle Tucker-esque guys. Framber Valdez. I don't know where he goes though. After that situation that happened like a week ago. I don't want him. Yeah. I don't think he's getting $34 million anymore, Tim.
He might from some dumbass team, but not from, he's not getting 5 offers.
Pete Alonso is a player op. He'll probably take it. Ranger Suarez of the Phillies. Here's the thing about the Phillies that I am going to point out. We're mentioning a lot of their names. Schwarber, Realmuto, Ranger Suarez. They might not be able to keep all of them, Tim. That's a good thing. Maybe we can pounce on one. And hopefully it's Schwarber.
Sure.
Alex Bregman has an opt-out. He may opt out to try to get more money from Boston. Or either,
where's he?
He's in Boston.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dylan Cease is an unrestricted free agent. Trevor Story has an opt-out.
Get out of here. I don't want him.
You also got Bo Bichette's going to be an unrestricted free agent, Spot Rec says.
He's going to resign.
Ozzy Albies has a club option. They're probably going to keep Ozzy Albies.
Probably.
Chris Sale with the club option. He's probably kept. Lucas Giolito, conditional club. And then, like Merle Kelly, UFA, Brendan Lowe, club option. He's probably going to be tradable. But, even these guys with club options, player ops, no reason why you can't pick up one of these and be like, yo, is there any interest? Is there any interest to trade? So, I think with the Cubs,
when does that happen, though, Rick? Does that happen in January?
Yeah, winter meetings in December is when that starts rolling.
I mean,
the hot stove, winter meetings, they don't even have to pick up the phone. It's just like, yo, want to go out to dinner tonight?
Yeah,
let's go out to dinner tonight. Let's talk.
Yeah.
So,
you ever had sashimi?
I know there's good sushi place.
I think you nailed it at the beginning of the cast, which is unfortunate, but it is it is and where we're at. we're in a very stagnant waiting period right now, to where we know we're going to make the playoffs based on our record alone. We're worried about the talent being able to keep going beyond the first round or whatever it is, because of where we're at. And then it's a where do we go from there? And it's kind of it's nerve wracking. I don't like wait and see, just like you don't. But I'll let you talk here. Go ahead.
Well, I just looked over at this Bob Nightingale article that I still have up. Right below the Kyle Tucker point, you know what he has written down?
What?
Houston Astros ace Framber Valdez's stunt, in which he intentionally crossed up his own catcher, or at the least simply didn't care that he hit him in the chest with his fastball, could cost Valdez millions in free agency. One scout said their organization already crossed Valdez off their list for free agency candidates after the incident.
I believe it.
So he might not even be an option for any. He might be going to the Dominican Republic to play baseball.
He's going to be on Trevor Bauer's team.
Oh, he might go to Japan, man. The KBO.
Where they can actually still make money. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we send him over there and get Trevor Bauer back?
Oh, can we make Trevor Bauer Cub?
Yeah. I'd sign him.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
I'd be like, yo, Trev, come on over.
But there's a problem. I hate ending podcasts this way, but it really is a wait and see type thing. Also, that is the most annoying thing to end on.
Well, I'll end on this, Tim. A little bit brighter of maybe a thing to ask you to end. And this is yet again Bob Nightingale popping the question out there. Tim, he says here, the Phillies, who shopped outfielder Nick Castellanos last winter, will be much more aggressive trying to move him this winter, even eating a significant portion of his remaining $20 million. Come on home, Nick. Come back to Chicago, Nick.
No way.
You don't like Nick Castellanos?
Nope, not anymore.
Is there a reason? Did he say something bad?
Yeah, he got my
Chicago?
boy fired.
What boy? Oh,
he had a home run during my boy's apology.
Oh, you're right.
Would have
that
saved his job, but he had to be a professional and call the play, and they thought he was insensitive for it, and he lost his gig. No.
Well, he lost his gig for what he said when he thought the mics weren't on.
Not really.
That's what he lost his job for.
Nah, I disagree.
But Tim, that's going to do it here for the Wrecking Crew. Let's hope the Cubs do better this week. I'm positive vibes. We're going to win more games. The offense is going to get going.
Yes.
The bullpen is not going to upset me. Like I told my mom the other day, in through the nose, out through the mouth.
Yeah, please, everybody, keep positive vibes. Nobody get too down on this team. Let's see what happens in the playoffs. Crazier things have happened. You know, we what are we gonna do other than that? Wish for them to suck? I mean, come on.
No one's gonna do that except for Sox fans. Except for Sox fans. But guys, remember, Discord down below, Patreon down below. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, all that good stuff.
Dodgers fans, Giants fans.
Compiling your list over there of people that might hate the Cubs.
Hey guys, we love you. Thanks for being around and listening.
And as always, have a good day, everybody. As always, we'd like to thank the people that make these videos possible, our patrons whose names are displayed on the screen now. If you would like to become a patron, go ahead and click the Patreon icon in the bottom right. And if you'd like to check out another video from MVP Sports, hit the video in the upper left. As always, thanks for watching.